Good morning, Don here from Super Blast Pressure Washing. I am here at SCP Wholesale Pool Supplies SH fill-ups. Got the lowest price in town, $1.84 a gallon out here, okay? Very convenient fill-up. Tanks are full today, so it's gonna go fast. I'm just topping off. I pulled in with 20 gallons in the tank, so we're going to top it off to 50. Top this little bad boy off right here, a couple gallons, and we'll call it a 35-gallon fill up this morning. We're going to add sticky icky apple to the tank before we depart. I have a 5-gallon container in the van. I also have some juice here that I have dispersed in the gallon containers. All right, I'm Don from Super Blast Pressure Washing, your go-to pressure washing company here in Hernando, Gate City, and all the other surrounding counties within a 100-mile radius. If you got the money for gas, I'll be there to take care of it. All right, we got a mobile home up in Weeki Wachee today, and then we got a pool cage and a big driveway. And the customer found me on YouTube, so it's going to be a great day. All right, let's get after it. All right, here we are, job number one. It's not, we got to get up there. Not too bad up that way. This front doesn't look bad. I'm going to get these pavers cleaned up. Small little paver area. Let's go ahead and take a look at the job. We're going to start the job in the very back. All right, look at this up here. Yeah, you can see it. See how dirty that is up there? You can see the black, dingy algae. And you can see the green on this side here. See how that's green? Got green algae growth there. It's not too bad back here. Just needs a good spray, that's all. We'll go ahead and clean these little red paver blocks off as well. We come around, you got some green, you got some black algae growing on the end there. Come around the front here. Side, I mean, get more algae, see? We'll finish up on this side and get all this stuff cleaned up. And we'll get this porch. Get the mat off of there. This is going to go fast. Be an easy job. Regular customer. Been out here a couple times. It's definitely out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know about you, but that's pretty private, right? Nice long dirt road into the place. I had to turn around in here. Whipped it around and backed in. So the layout of the job, like I said, is in the very back. We're going to get an SH it all down the side. Rinse all that off, then we're going to come back around the front, get all this done, rinse it all off, get this done. We'll be out of here. All right, let's get after it. All right, let's have a quick look, huh? I've been here about 5 minutes. Mold's gone, look at that. All the way down to the porch, all the way across the back, it's all good. All we gotta do is rinse all this stuff off, hit them little pavers over there, and we'll be done with half the job. Then we'll go back around the front, get the front, go inside that porch there. From the other end, when we get around to that side, all the way over there, then we'll have enough coil to go inside and out. And we'll be able to rinse everything off, get those pavers done, reel everything back to the truck, and then we're out of here, all right? Check was under the mat. great customer. I think she is home. She has an office here. She's working inside today. The vehicle is here. I do hear somebody talking in there. But anyway, when you have somebody like me, you can just say, hey, come on by and do it. Leave the money under the mat. You don't even got to talk to me. When you come out, you'll be smiling from ear to ear that your property looks new again. And that's what I'm in business for. Make people happy. All right, let's get after it with the satisfying back of the house runs. All right, let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, all that came nice and clean up there. Everything looks good. Go ahead and clean these pavers, even under the pot. Don't ever wash around stuff. Always make sure you move it. Some people have disabilities, they just can't move stuff. So it doesn't kill you to do it, right? I didn't think so. Okay, gotta rinse that lattice off underneath there. All this is going to get hit. The gun's right here. We're going to come all the way across. We're going to hit that up there. All right. We'll come across the back here. This is the front, actually. Then we'll hit the side right here. Go inside the porch. And get after it. All right, let's go. All right, let's have a look. Everything's looking beautifully new again. All that mold and black stuff's gone off the side here. Porch is all clean inside and out. All we gotta do now is do the rinse. And I'm gonna play with the turbo nozzle today. I'm gonna go ahead and turbo nozzle this whole walkway right here just for some extra added content and to show how fast you can get a small job done with a turbo nozzle. All right, let's get after the satisfying rinse. Let's take a quick look and give you some little advice tips here. Okay, you see the wood? I cleaned all the steps and all the wood. And the reason why I do that, number one, it's part of the job. Number two, and the main reason is wood is very slippery when it gets algae on it. So, you know, I just always clean anything that somebody's going to walk on that's got wood on it, that's algae, because I have wood at my house. I've almost slipped and broke my neck a few times. So it's important to keep the algae off the wood, all right? Now we're going to go ahead and turbo tip this thing because they got weeds in it and everything else. It's a small distance, so it'll be easy to clean up, all right? And we'll just go ahead and we'll get attached to this thing and we'll do a turbo tip cleanup live. All right, let's get after it. Okay, for entertainment purposes, let's do some turbo nozzle. Didn't take very long at all, and look how nice that looks. All right, now we're going to rinse it off, reel everything back into the truck, and then we're going to go see this YouTube customer. All right, let's get after it. All right, one quick look at that. Came out nice. Night and day difference. Beautiful. Nice paved walkway. Nice walk out to your car when you leave. All right, we're gonna get this stuff wrapped up. I'm Don from Super Blast. We'll see you after lunch. Let's get after it. All right, here we are, job number 2. This is one of my YouTube subscribers. Gentleman, Dave. Thank you, sir, for your support for the channel and for this dirty driveway we have here. All right, we'll be cleaning this all the way up to the front door, of course. We got some weeds in the pavers up by the door there. We also got a rather large pool cage that we're going to be getting after here as well. It has some turbo tip action that needs to be done. Got weeds growing in the pavers and all that stuff, and we'll go ahead and get after it and get it done. All right, let's get things set up. We're going to run the water on this side over here, and the pool cages down that way as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started by hooking everything up. We're going to hook up our downstream injector up to right here. Okay, then we're going to run the injection tube over to this SH tank over here. We'll go ahead and take this lid off of here. And remember, you know, without that stuff right there, you're whistling Dixie, okay? You gotta have some SH, and there's some sticky, icky apple in there. Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's gonna smell like a freaking orchard out here. It's gonna be great. All right, and you always gotta lock your stuff up. Unfortunately, the world today, I just went ahead and dropped that key. And whenever you drop a key, you know the drill. There it is. It falls where you can't reach it. All right, we'll be right back for the initial hookup of the downstream injector and all that stuff, and then we'll go ahead and get after these jobs. All right, let's get after it. Okay, it's always a free class at Super Blast. All right, got our injector soaking in the water here. Make sure you always do that. Keeps it so it's nice. Wait for this car to go by. All right, now we got our injector ran over the top of the toolbox down into the tank. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to peel off all this hose that we have on. We have 200 feet on here today. Most likely we're going to have to add another 50 feet to get back to that pool cage. Okay, so we get all set up and getting ready to go here. We'll be right back. All right, let's get after it. Almost forgot, before we get started, let's talk about these tips. This thing's laid out kind of wacky. This is your 0060 tall reach tip. This is your 2560 fan tip. These turn the soap on. These two wrench tips turn it off. This is the 0015, this one, and this is the 4015 wide wrench tip. Okay, so it's wax off, wax on, wax off, wax on. You understand, Grasshopper? Okay, let's get back to work and let's get after it. All right, this is a pretty big driveway. It's going to take a little bit of time. We even have some weeds in the cracks here, so we're going to turbo nozzle those out when we're done mini mondoing and all that, and then we'll rinse it off. All right, let's get after it. All right, look at that sticky icky all over the place. It's a pre-treat, and we are going to post-treat this. It's pretty darn dirty. We're going to go ahead and get after it with that mini Mondo. I think I'm going to go ahead and change my tips out real quick first. They've been in there for a while. This is a pretty dirty driveway. So I want to get the best results here. So, you know, what are you going to do? Always do a good job. That's what you're going to do. And notice what I did, okay? I don't see a hose, do you? Where's the hose? The hose is right there, because you're going to hook the mini Mondu up and you're going to start the job right here. You're going to keep the hose on this side. It's called hose management. I see so many guys tripping over their hoses all the time, scooting it out of the way, running it over. You're fighting it, man. Have control over it, you know? It's a hose. You're a man. Man versus hose, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get after this. We'll be right back after we change these tips out, all right? Let's go. Okay, changing the tips out made a big difference. I can tell the difference. Now all we gotta do is a little bit of turbo tip action, and then we'll be back for the satisfying rinse. Let's jump on board and go kill some weeds, all right? Always put your safety glasses on too. Get after it. All right, welcome aboard the Turbo Express, folks. Weeds be gone. And that's how you turbo tip the weeds, all right? Get after it. And don't ever leave the weeds behind. You'll only look like a schmuck. And now for the satisfying rinse. feast your eyes on that bad ride, huh? Okay, that's the correct way to do a driveway. Pre-treat. Turbo tip all the weeds out. Mini Mondu with fresh tips. Then rinse. And then post-treat. This is a new customer. It's a YouTube customer. You know, that's awesome that you can pick up a customer just by playing around with a video camera. Showing people how to do this stuff. You know, it just shows your worth, and it shows your good quality work and your good work ethic. It's all good. Start a channel. It'll help your business, all right? I just suggest to you, get after it. All right, let's come in here and take a look. Okay, you can see the green. See that green in the screen? Right here? Right here, and there's some past the door over there. Can you see it? I'm trying to make it so you can see it. Okay? Can't really see it from there. You can see that. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, we're going to turbo tip all these weeds out of here. We have green mold on this side of the cage because this is the north. That way is. We got green in the screen there. You can see it in the door. It's fairly easy though. We'll rinse all this off the back of the house, the TV, and we'll go ahead and get after it. This stuff like here, see this? See that green? You can see that's green, right? I can. All right, this is gonna be an easy job. Let's go ahead and get after it. And that'll be it for today. It's gonna turn out nice, all right? Let's see if we got enough hose first, and then we'll get started. You want to start by just hitting these greens on this side of the green. The other ones aren't too green. You're going to hit these ones on the end. There you go. Looks like we're gonna have enough hose. See, the hose is going around that tree, so I'm gonna unhook it from the rig and then bring it around. That'll give me an extra 10 feet, and I'm gonna add that extra 20 feet I have in the truck onto the end. This way I'll definitely have enough to get after all this stuff back here. All right, we'll be right back to commence mold removal on this big pool cage. Very nice, and what a nice thing to get after taking lots and lots of hours of time taking video. You get a customer off YouTube. This is my second customer off YouTube, and you know, they're far and few in between, but when you get them, it sure is nice. All right, let's get after it. All right, let's have a look. See that little mold spot right there? There's only one little spot. You see it? All the rest of it's freaking dissipated out of here. All we got to do is the satisfying rinse. I think I'm going to get after this turbo tip stuff here first, and then we'll go ahead and get the satisfying rinse. Now let's jump on board and do a little bit more turbo, okay? All right, let's get after it. Okay, always remember to start the tip up when it's facing down. Ready? That's how you turbo nozzle. Doesn't that make the job a lot easier? Look at that. The weeds are gone. All right, all we gotta do is rinse all this stuff down. You can see where the mold is, where the algae was. You see that white stuff up there? See that? That's the SH killing the algae. All we gotta do now is take the wash jet tip and rinse every one of those things off. Then we'll go ahead and rinse the deck off and all the screens again. We'll let that top dry a little bit, and then we'll see if there's anything left behind. If there is, we'll get to hit it at the end of the job. Usually there's a couple spots that you miss, because once it starts getting wet, it's hard to tell. But as you go along, just do the best you can. Remember where the spots are. Hit the biggest ones first. Start from one end and go to the next. See, I'll start from there and I'll rinse all the way out. And I'll rinse all the way back down, okay? That butterfly is going to be the loser of the battle. All right, let's get after the satisfying rinse. Also, when you're doing pavers, you see that right there? That's a missing block. That's another missing block, okay? There's one of them right there. The other one fell through the screen to the outside. You just keep your eye on it. If you notice one come off, just keep your eye on it, make sure you put them back. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and rinse them. We'll do that at the end of the job, all right? Let's get after it, shall we? All right, we got just enough battery left to go ahead and take a view of this beautiful, beautiful looking pool cage. There's a couple spots, see that right there? That, and that, and that, and a little bit right there. And that'll, okay, sorry about that. The battery wore out when I was getting ready to explain those little spots on the pool cage. I was able to get them off, remove them, and everything came out perfect. Now we're going to go to the door, and we're going to ring the bill, and let's see if we can't get a little, a few words from Dave here. Seems that he found me on YouTube. Let's see how he went about it. All right, let's get after it. Don here from Super Blast. I got a brand new customer, Dave. He found me on YouTube. So Dave, how'd you do that, man?
I just typed in pressure washing, and Don came up on the YouTube page.
There you go.
And there you go. And now I'm a subscriber.
There you have it.
Awesome job.
All right.
This is definitely the man.
All right. Well, I appreciate the work, Dave. And we'll see you next time.
Okay. Thanks, Don.
All right. Get after it. Hey. Don here with a couple closing notes. Number one, Dave, thank you so much for the work, my friend. And thank you for the generous $100 tip. Man, that's above and beyond, my friend. Thank you so much for that. And I'll see you next year. Dave's a very happy customer. And that's going to be a wrap for today. And stay tuned for GT Builds. I'm going to put Wesley Ford on there. Dave wants to see the rig that was built and transpired by the rig that I'm pulling behind me. Wesley Ford saw it on YouTube, and he pulled the trigger and called Ameritech and got his built. So that'll be on there at the end of today's thing as well. All right, everybody have a good day. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do that. And tell a friend, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your mom. Moms love clean, okay? All right. And remember, what are you going to do, man? Get after it! See you tomorrow. All right, here, Don here. I'm standing out here in front of, you know the place, right? You got to get after it at Ameritech. I got Wesley Ford here. He's a subscriber to the YouTube channel. He asked me where I got the rig, and here he is. Tell us what you think about Ameritech.
Dude, if you guys ever get an opportunity, you want to build something right, you come to Ameritech. These guys take all the time that's necessary to do it right, and we're worth the money, every bit of it. I'm so ecstatic. Wait till you guys see my unit.
Yep, and we're going to have a good look at it here in a little bit. They're finishing up some stuff in there. Then we'll go ahead and go over it. And this is what inspired Wesley to go ahead and get a new rig.
That's right.
His makes this thing look silly. Wait until you see this thing, and we'll be getting after it here shortly. I'm Don, and that's Wesley.
Get after it.
All right, let's have a close-up. Okay, we got a reclaimed water system back here. This is the Zeta 40P chem spray, all electric reels. These are 10-gallon-a-minute machines.
Yeah.
31-inch mini Mondu in its carrier. Chem tank, 49-inch Mondu. 2 more chem tanks in the back. This thing is ready to rock. Your go-to place, Ameritech. Right, down here from Super Blast. I'm standing here with Gary. Gary, show us some features about the rig we got here for Wesley Ford out in California today.
Got a lot going on here. We got on the front, we have a 5,000 watt inverter that's housed inside this closure. Keeps it nice and dry. They can be opened up and ran when you're running the 110 volts for the pump out and the reclaim. We have our selector here for our downstreamers that go from water to SH to be able to clean it out on the fly.
Nice.
It's all plumbed into the tank. Our remote start for both machines on one side, so we're working from the passenger side out, not that it'll reach over, crank them up.
Nice feature.
Our machines are also the capability to run through flow sensitive motors, or then turn the valves and switch it to pressure sensitive, so we can tie them together and run at 21 gallons a minute and run the big cleaner. We also have this hidden wash down station here, so when the customer wants to plug in and have it for washing down gear, boots, little buckets for sealer, that kind of stuff, he's got water poured there.
Awesome.
Filters, lines all run through the deck, but both filters are here close together, so it's easy to clean and maintain.
Easy access, makes it easy.
We have lights. We have our passenger and driver side floodlights up top.
Nice.
well as center lights that glow the whole center of the trailer for at nighttime work. You all see the inside. We have a proportioning system here, along with a secondary neutralizing closed loop system, so we can run neutralizer straight through, along with surfactant, SH, everything there. That's all through the Zeta. We also have our drain off for bucket fill, any kind of pump spares, that kind of stuff. And then lastly, we got a nice wand holder that's kind of hidden and integrated in the pole here, tucked away, kind of like your quiver for all your arrows type deal.
Very nice. And there you have it, folks. If you want a custom rig made for you and your crew, Ameritech Pressure Washing in Tampa, Florida is your go-to place. Get after it.